guys, it's Ashley, your scrapping nerd, and I'm back today with a layout for scrapasketch.com. Make sure that you go and check out scrapasketch.com. Lisa has amazing weekly sketches there. You can join the membership so you get premium sketches, and I'm actually drawing inspiration from a premium sketch today. And so I'm using her printables, which I just kind of showed you there. It's the Trick or Treat printables. And I also showed you the stencil, one of her stencils, the in the round. And I'll go through that again once you see it here on the video. And I'm using papers for my stash. So first I took this thicker white cardstock and I was going to add some mixed media to the background. And so I'm going to start with this Dylusions shimmer spray and fresh lime, and I took a glycine bag and I crumpled it up because I thought it would add a fun texture to the packaging technique. I don't know if it looks any different once I'm finished with it than if I just used a basic what am I trying to say, like acetate or something, packaging for the packaging technique. And then I also sprinkled some spray around it, and then I'm using my heat gun to dry it because I'm going to add a bunch of different colors and I didn't want it to just end up looking like mud in the background. And so I'm here, this is a Glimmer Mist in White Grapes, and it's just a little bit more limey green, and I just wanted to add a different type of green. All of the printables that I fussy cut out have this kind of green color in them from the Scrap-A-Sketch printables, and I don't have a lot in this color, so I thought that I would use my mixed media to kind of bring that color out. And then you saw there I had my Distress Oxide spray in Carved Pumpkin, and then this one I'm doing is Wilted Violet, and I used the paper towel and kind of smushed the dots because I didn't want them to look perfect. I wanted them to be kind of messy, and so by splotching them down before they dry, it makes them a little bit messier. And so here is the In the Round stencil from Scrap-A-Sketch, and I just love this one, and I wanted to add some of these circles to the background as well. And so I'm going to use this Distress Oxide in Seedless Preserve, and I'm just going to kind of spread them around the center here, and I really like how that looked. And then I wanted to also add some of the orange color that I'm going to be using, and so I will use Distress Oxide in the Carved Pumpkin, and I will get that also put down in the center here. And I really like how that worked out. I am going to use a lot of the printables that I fussy cut, but it's still, these circles show up in the background, and I think that it turned out really, really cute. And so I used my Cricut and I cut this black paper. I cut a circle out of the middle of it in by 10 by 10. And then I cut with this orange one. This one is, oh, I'm sorry, the black one is 9 by 9 and the orange one is 10 by 10, so that I would have a thin black line around the circle. And then I use that Carved Pumpkin to ink the edges, because I just do that on everything, it seems. I just love the inking. And so I wanted to back these photos, and so I love these photos. This is last year's Halloween party at my house, and my friends' children, they dressed them up from Monsters, Inc., which is just, first of all, Theo and his Mike Wazowski costume is by far my favorite, and then little Margot there was Boo, and it was just perfect. And they actually had a whole family, they all dressed up like the Monsters, Inc. characters, which you'll see that picture on the channel sooner or later. But I wanted to get these two scrapbooked, and they're a little bit grainy, but I just, because of how cute the printables are from Scrap-A-Sketch, I just thought that putting the children's costumes with it would look really, really cute. And so I got those double backed. I put a thin black border for the photo mat, and then I used that purple scrap, and you saw I cut out, I thought I was gonna possibly fussy cut out that little haunted house that was on the paper, but I didn't, so I just saved it for another layout. But the purple was such a perfect color to go with the printables. And so I was going to put the photos kind of at a diagonal, but I decided to put them next to each other like this so that you would see more of the printables. And so I'm just using all these that I fussy cut, and I'm filling up the middle circle with the printables. And I did something new when I fussy cut. I left a white border, and I usually will try to cut close to the image, but I thought this time I would try and leave like a little white border, and actually like how that turned out. And so I'm just going through, and I messed with this for a long time, moving these things around. I'm not going to make you watch that, but trying to figure out where I wanted to put all of them and get as many as I can, because I just loved all of them and I couldn't choose which one I wanted. So I was like, I'll just put them all on the layout. But like I said, this is Scrap a Sketch printables. Make sure that you go and check out scrapasketch.com. She has stencils and printables. There's weekly sketches. You can join the premium membership and get amazing sketches through there. And down below is my discount code to get 10% off the stencils and printables. And so run over there and grab them. This In the Round stencil I've used a lot. I really like this stencil here. And I actually haven't used the entirety of the stencil yet. I've just used used the circles and cut them out, or just did parts of them. So there's so many different ways you can use the stencils that she has there. And so I am still getting all this kind of worked out. I knew I wanted to put something in the upper left corner. I eventually will move the little Frankenstein. I think he is so cute that I had to put him, take him out of the circle and put him up at the top, just because I thought he was adorable. These little tabs here and these flags, again, like I said, these are all part of the Trick or Treat printables. And so I just had to use them all. And I liked these circles, and so I thought it'd be kind of fun to have a circle with each of the embellishment clusters. And I also will put them behind the little tabs on the photos. And so that was a kind of a fun touch, since I have the circle in the middle, and then I'll have these circle elements with each of the embellishment clusters. And so I really like how that turned out. There's where I moved the Frankenstein over. But that's the layout, guys. Thank you to everyone that's liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, go ahead and those buttons below. And then if you want to be notified of my videos, hit the bell. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.